What'd you say? I said he should have been in the finals this year.
Huh?
I said he should have been in the finals this year.
Yeah, first I want to tell Pooh them thank you for having me out here, man. I just came from Houston because my kids just started school. But like one of my biggest passions, obviously y'all see the NBA and all that stuff, but I got a grassroots basketball team. Y'all know Colin Sexton? They got drafted this year, Wendell Carter and all them, some of them guys, and a kid that got drafted last year named Harry Giles. Any of y'all like 13, 14 years old, whatever? So I've been blessed and fortunate enough. Those guys have played in my AAU program since, not Colin, but Harry played in my AAU program since he was like 12. You know what I mean? Even the guy that we got on our team right now for the Rockets, Gary Clark, that played at Cincinnati, I coached him. You know what I mean? Yeah, it sounds crazy, don't it? Like, he played on my AAU team, and now he's what? He's one of my teammates. You know what I mean? So y'all in here getting a chance to hoop with all these different guys that coach in the league, that play in the league. You got Rico. Like, Rico be over there with the best NBA players day in and day out. And where he at today? Huh? Right. All these guys could have been anywhere, man, but them putting this together is for you guys. You know what I mean? So I know what it's like to be a kid. Everybody want to get on the gram, want to get on Snapchat, and y'all just thinking about right now, right? But this game that y'all getting a chance to hoop and play, like, how many of y'all like really love to play? Right? All right, cool. That sounds good and well. But the real thing is that everybody, and this has been the hardest thing for me in the NBA, is everybody has to figure out their why. You know what I mean? Like, why do you hoop? You know what I mean? Like, everybody will say that they love it, but you ain't got a lot of me. You tell me why. If you like the girls, if you like the clothes, the money, the cars or whatever, if that's your why, that's cool. But let's just get that out there. You know what I mean? Like, y'all how old? Like 15, 16? Any of y'all know how old I am? Huh?
36.
38? Boy, you disrespectful. You very disrespectful.
36.
But it's cool. It's cool. It don't even matter. I'm 33. But I tell you something. I've been in the NBA since I was 19, right? I'm going to my 14th year in the NBA, right? And I ain't never had to live in the real world. Never. You know what I mean? Y'all got parents or guardians or whatnot who get up and go to work for y'all every day, right? Like, my folks did that too. My mom worked at a bank for 29 years. My dad worked at Phillips Electronics and assembly line, putting together surveillance cameras every single day, right? And I remember my second year in the league, I went over and looked at my pops, took him lunch, right? Took my pops lunch, and I pulled out and was leaving and saw my dad sitting at the picnic table, and my pops just never complained. He just did whatever he had to do to make sure me and my brother had enough to get by, right? Right? I got kids, and guess what? Guess what I get to do every day and say that's my way of life?
Play basketball.
Hoop. Y'all hear me? Like, I get to hoop. Like, it's still like giving me chills to think about it. So I stayed in Santa Barbara last night with my trainer. We woke up this morning, went and worked out. We ran some hills and worked out for like 2-3 hours. And guess what? What?
You here.
Yeah, but that was work for me. You know what I mean? Like, any of y'all got parents that come home and they be tired and all that, you know what I'm saying? They done work maybe a 12-hour shift or something like that. Like, I get to hoop every day and say that's my way of life. You know what I mean? So that's why I always say, like, as much as I like love like mentoring you guys and all that stuff, guess what I know? That ain't nan one of y'all gonna come take my job. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can say whatever y'all want to. Like, I'm cool with it. I love the competition, but you're not taking my job because I love it too much. You know what I mean? So as many guys that's here, that's been in the NBA and stuff like that, and they can tell you. Because every year, how many guys get drafted? 60. 30 of them got a guaranteed job. So what that mean about 30 other dudes in the league? They ain't got to work for their spot. They gone. You know what I'm saying? 30 guys that get drafted, job is gone, right? So that means every day, that means I'm gonna wake up no matter what, and I'm always thinking about y'all young guns that's coming to try to take my job, because I get to play basketball. Like, they pay me. You know what I'm saying? They pay me a nice little check too to hoop. Like, I will hoop for free, but if they gonna take care of me, I'm gonna accept it. You know what I mean? But for real, man, like a game that y'all play right now at this age, like, that's my job. You know what I mean? And if y'all really love it and got a passion for it or whatnot, it's crazy because I was just talking to somebody about it. And one of my coaches, like, I'm always learning. One of my coaches told me this year in Houston, Pooh, they was like, the biggest thing that I have to deal with, me as a player, is playing with guys that don't love it as much as I do. And that's something I've been working on. Because look, this is the craziest thing, and some of the guys in here, y'all been on NBA buses, but to be on an NBA bus, right? And sometimes, like we talk about everything, just like y'all. And so one of the things we talk about is, what would you do if you hit the lotto? Right? Right? What you gonna do if you hit the lotto for like 600 million? Get your mama a house, right? In the NBA, it'd be guys that be like, man, if they hit the lotto for 600-700 million, guess what they say they doing the next day?
Club.
The club? What? That's what y'all think about the club with 600-700 million? No, but right. What do some guys say? They gonna come into practice the next day and tell everybody to do what? Kiss my ass, right? Right? I don't understand that. I have a big problem when guys in the NBA say that. Y'all wanna know why? Because I already got the best job in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because I hit the lotto for that big check or whatnot, why am I going to come in the next day and say, forget this? You know what I mean? Like, I get to hoop. The only thing that's going to happen if I hit that lotto is what I can do for other people and probably the way that I travel. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying, man. Like, if y'all really love this, just find a passion for it, man, and figure out how you got to get there. Because a lot of times, too, everybody think it's just basketball. But it ain't. Like, good or bad, you got to do the schoolwork, right? I'm from North Carolina. I used to say it all the time. It might have been other guys down the street who was better than me, who was nicer than me, but guess what? I gave myself opportunity. Don't matter how nice you are if don't nobody get a chance to see you, right? So you got to have different responsibilities, and man, I wish y'all the best of luck. Y'all got any questions? I don't know if y'all got any questions.
It's like crunch time, like 10 seconds left. Down like one, just know like you need the ball, you're gonna hit the shot.
That's a good question. He said like when it's 10 seconds left and the game on the line, and like how do you keep that poise or whatnot? And all the guys that done played here tell you, man, it's funny because like all I do is watch basketball. Like literally, I had a long ride here and I was like on my iPad looking at clips from last season. Like all I do is study the game because I love hoops so much. It's so funny for me to like watch SportsCenter or even like I get it, like people that's fans, but they see guys like hit a last second shot and obviously everybody go crazy, right? But guys that do that, whether it's Kobe, KD, Bron, whoever, if it's Russ, DeMar, guess what? We so used to it. You know what I mean? Since we was y'all's age and we was in the gym playing in these games like this, when the game was on the line, guess who got the ball? Me. You know what I mean? Since I've been playing AAU at the Y and all that, so when I'm in the NBA and the game on the line, oh yeah, let me get that. You know what I mean? And the biggest thing with it is preparation, right? Right? So like when we go hoop and all that stuff like that, when I get the ball, I done prepared and practiced so much. Like, who was it? Like y'all be talking about, man, I can outshoot you, right? Like, y'all got to realize, when y'all at school and y'all at class, guess where we at? This is what we do. Like, my AAU kids and stuff, they be like, man, I can beat you. All right, okay. And then they be like, dang, like, this is what we do, you know what I mean? So the way that you get ready for a last-second shot is preparation. That's why the greats always say, when I miss it, okay, cool. Next time, I'm right back at it, all right?
I got a question. How do you juggle like working out and recovering?
Yeah, that's a real good question. She said, how do you juggle working out and taking care of your body, right? See, I think that's one of the biggest advantages that you guys have now that we probably didn't have when we were younger, is that the recovery aspect of it. Like for me now, like I know I strained my hamstring, pulled my hamstring during the playoffs, but at 33, I feel better now probably than I did like 4 or 5 years ago. And that's literally because of how I eat, how I train. Like, we worked out this morning, had breakfast, worked out, had to get a smoothie. Me and my trainer, Rich, we was on our way here, right? And we looked at the clock and knew that it was a certain amount of time that it went by and I hadn't ate. We literally stopped at Whole Foods. I had to get something, you know what I mean? Because y'all know when you get older, your metabolism don't work like that. So for me, the other thing too is I stretch. So my trainer that's with the Rockets, anytime we travel after a game, be quiet. Yo, anytime we had a back-to-back. Y'all know what that is, right?
Yeah.
2 games, 2 days. We played at Brooklyn, and we played at Miami, back-to-back. We beat Brooklyn, flew into Miami. We got in at 3 a.m. Tired as I don't know what. And Rich be like, we got to stretch. So no matter what, after games, the night before, when we get in, I stretch. Because the biggest thing you learn about the NBA is you can be nice as hell on a Monday night, right? You can be nice, you can kill on a Monday night, you can have 40. But the real test of the league is what you're gonna do on Tuesday, right? Y'all see them guys, they drop 55, then come back and drop like 8? Who? I don't know about all that. But but that's the real test of a pro, is can you be consistent night in and night out?
Shout out Ryan Curry. Home to you, home to you. Shout out home to you, home to you, home to you. Shout out home to you. You tryna make decisions, or you tryna be great. Shout out Killer Big, 'cause ain't nobody safe. All we do is ball.